My name's Chad Walker. I'm a hockey athletic trainer.
Tell me why you like ActivMend. What have you used it for?
As an athletic trainer, I like ActivMend because it really helps clear out any pain and inflammation that our athletes have, and we're able to use it in acute situations as well as chronic, and it really makes a difference in terms of clearing out that inflammation from deep inside the joint, and we've had a lot of success with it.
So I'm somebody that thinks there's no way in heck you can reduce swelling and reduce the contusions as quickly as it does. So talk about like how much quicker it works, how much the swelling. Try and tell them what the difference is compared to other things that you use.
Yeah, so we use a lot of different modalities in our athletic training room, anything ranging from ice to e-stim to compression devices. And we found that ActivMend really helps kind of speed up that recovery and allow our guys to clear out the inflammation a lot faster than what's typically seen.
So, what specific injuries have you used ActivMend for with the team, and what results have you seen?
So we've used ActivMend on a wide variety of injuries. We've used it for anything from AC sprains to ankle sprains, and more commonly used, we use it with contusions and bruises and different. I don't like that one at all. Sorry.
That's why you can start again.
Okay. So
That's why we have two, because we'll use pieces, and by the way, we will keep it we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay. Start again. So,
So we use ActivMend on a wide variety of injuries, ranging from AC sprains to ankle sprains to contusions, to just general soreness and aches. So.
And what results have you seen?
We've had great results with inflammation reduction, general pain management, and just kind of speeding up that recovery process.
How much is it speeding up?
Typically, with for example, our quad contusions, those are usually sore for about a week to 2 weeks, and we've seen any results of 2 to 3 days where players have improved dramatically.
Describe me a case that you were really impressed by ActivMend.
So there's been several cases where we've been really impressed with how ActivMend has worked. I think the biggest ones were contusions, whether it be from a puck or a knee to quad contusion, which we see a lot in hockey. And just the sooner we've been able to get that patch on, the faster the recovery process is kind of taken, and it means a lot less time with that athlete in pain. So.
That's lovely. Okay. Tell me how the players feel about ActivMend, and have they noticed anything?
Our players really like ActivMend. They feel that it works for them because of how it makes them feel, and they're getting results from it. So it helps that they can see the actual inflammation clearing up and that bruising process take place. And so it's been really easy with the buy-in of them, not only just feeling it, but also seeing the results.
Awesome. Okay, you mentioned, let's talk about AC joints. How does it compare with other treatments? Like how quickly are they healing up, that sort of thing? What do you notice the difference?
Typically with our AC joint sprains, we noticed that players got a little bit more sore after the first couple of days of using ActivMend. What we kind of attributed that to was it was bringing out the inflammation. It was making a little bit more inflammation that first day, which is actually good in the healing process. So it was kind of stimulating that overall. And so what we found was that while the first day they were a little bit more sore, days 2, 3, 4, 5, they made a much faster recovery than what we typically see.
Interesting. We'll talk about that off camera, but that's not surprising, actually. I'll tell you why. And you're absolutely right. So, have you seen anything which normally swells that the swelling's gone down a lot more? By the way, use the word swelling, and then, okay, what is an AC joint? Tell me what an AC joint is.
So the acromioclavicular joint is a joint in the shoulder that typically players will hurt from either a hard hit or falling on an outstretched arm or the tip of their shoulder. And so it's experienced quite often in hockey, and so it's something that we treat a lot of.
Can you point it out on your shoulder?
So your AC joint is just kind of where your clavicle inserts on the acromion of your shoulder. So it's just right in this area right here. So it's kind of from a hard hit or landing on a shoulder.
Thank you. Talk more about pain reduction. Tell me what you're noticing there.
So in terms of pain reduction, by being able to clear out that swelling a lot faster, it decreases that pressure that the players feel, and which helps with that pain. And we've just seen that by getting that swelling out faster, the pain is close behind that, and our players are able to return to more pain-free activity faster.
Okay, talk about swelling. What do you notice? How does it affect swelling?
So what I noticed about ActivMend with swelling is that it's able to bring out that deep swelling that typically occurs during an injury. And so guys, it's more diffuse than it's typically experienced. Usually you get deep hematomas that last for weeks, and with ActivMend we've been able to pull that swelling out.
Now to your fellow hockey and other sports athletic trainers, what would you tell them to say, yeah, this is something you really have to help your
I'd just say that ActivMend is another modality that's can be very useful and another tool in our toolbox to help get our guys back on the ice quicker and faster and speed up that recovery process. It's allowed us to kind of get a jump start on the healing process and get our guys back on the ice faster.
So when you first used it, were you skeptical? And what really surprised or impressed you that made you realize it works?
I wasn't totally skeptical of it. We use a lot of Arnica-based products already, and it's more of a cream modality typically. And so this was a patch form, which kind of caught our interest. And with the ability to see the dramatic results right away, it really kind of upped that buying factor. And yeah, I'm a huge fan.
And so you've used other Arnica creams. Can you talk about your experience with other Arnica creams?
Yeah, so the Arnica creams are a little bit harder for application. This is nice. It's more centered on the area of that we're looking to treat, and so I feel like we just get a better result with the patch versus the cream.
Also,
Okay.
so the